Introduce yourself. Can't do it on fire. You have all the reason to begin again. Honor this desire. Do you hear the call? Coiling the wire. You have all the reason to begin again. Honor this desire. I have found the catalyst, and I have found the catalyst, in you. Understand yourself. This is not a test. You have all the reason to begin.
Oh, that was strange. I don't ask me what happened there to the music, but we will cut it and get right to it. We've been having internet issues the last week or two in the studio. But anyway, boom. Okay, there it goes.
That messed me up. I was over here jamming out, and then out of nowhere, it was like,
Oh my God.
silence.
So we're shutting off. Anyway, that is The Catalyst by St. Ricketts at www.stricketts.com. It is the theme song to Wednesday night and Yo 2.0.
Yo.
Yo, good evening, everybody. As you know, we do the Yo Show Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock, Yo 2.0 Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock, and we bring in special guest host. One of our regular guest hosts is back with us again tonight. She is, if you look up evil stepsister, not evil stepsister, it was evil twin sister, I want to say, evil twin sister in the
Oh,
dictionary.
thanks.
It's none other than Angela Marie. Angela, good evening, welcome back.
Thanks. It feels good to be back, other than, just being called the evil stepsister.
Now, choose in the house, not step. I meant to say evil twin sister, and I blew it. I've been thinking about that all day, and I still freaking blew it. Anyway, it's nice to have you back. 2.0 is a secondary show we do, the Yo Show. And what happens is we got so overloaded with guests that want to come on, bands, musicians, etc. And I started finding more and more. I'm like, gotta do a second night. And it's worked out pretty well so far. We had great acts coming on, and Angela tonight is no exception. She is a super talented singer. She's pretty darn hot as well. She's going to be our very special guest coming up around 8:30. It's Alyxx, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty excited. Pretty excited. Love the hair. It's got a little.
I do too.
It's got a little of that Ash Costello look. Ash has
Yeah, I
red
was
and
going to
black.
say like a sexy Beetlejuice.
Whoa, wow, a sexy Beetlejuice. I like that. Beetlejuice ain't got nothing on that, girl.
No, not
Amen.
at all.
So we are here tonight. Like I said, we do the show Tuesdays and Wednesday nights, and the reviews have been great, and the feedback has been great, so we're just going to keep on rolling. But it's been a while, Ange, since you and I have sat here. So what's up, man? What's new? Tell us what's going on.
Same shit, different snow. Work is kicking my ass, and I'm starting to get a callus. I'm not a fan of that. I don't want man hands.
Man hands.
And I almost died the other day at work, but I went in second gear. That only happens if somebody's chasing me.
Oh, okay. I got you. It's going to say, callus on a man's hand is kind of like a ribbed condom.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, it's been a while, I know, but don't worry, the good nature has not passed. And it was funny at the end of last night's show, like me and Jewel were signing off, and we were talking about the Surfside Iced Tea, which I'm a gigantic fan of, and Ange has some tonight too. We're killing it, and it's like one of the hottest things around, and I absolutely dig it. So
I
I'm
can
talking
see this
about it.
being dangerous.
Oh, these are dangerous. They go down real smooth and real fast. So I'm talking about it. I told Jewel, yeah, we got a couple of boxes. We got plenty. She's like, oh, I got to come by and try some. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I said, come on over and lick it. And we just froze. And she's like, what? I'm like, okay, I meant to say like it. Let's get out of here. And we left on that note. And we've been laughing about it ever since.
I don't know what to do with you.
I don't know. Well, I mean, there's things. Got to run it past Cassie first, but there's things. So, Yeah, so we're back tonight. Like I said, we have Alyxx. Last week, Angela. I had an awesome guest last week, and sorry you couldn't be with us. But like we always say, like in live shows, life happens and life comes first. And in many ways, and me and Jewel have talked about it, me and you have talked about it. Things have come up. There's nights I had to pull out last second, even though we don't like doing that. And last week we had a absolutely adorable young country singer by the name of Katie Ziegler, and she was terrific. Her music was great, super cute. She's like a mom of a couple little kids, and her story's great, and her music is great. And I was just adoring her, and we had a great time last week. And I don't know if you caught it, but it was
No,
pretty cool.
I was sleeping.
Yeah, that's true. You were sleeping. That's okay. You are allowed to sleep. And now you're here tonight. And I said, we're getting ready for Alyxx, who'll be on around 8:30. I want to remind everybody out there, especially Angela, who's going to be mad at me. And she's been mad at me ever since this announcement came up. I know. But
I'm not the only one.
I know. Tuesday night.
I still love you, Joel.
We do love Joel. We definitely love this person too. Tuesday night, the Yo Show is thrilled to welcome a very big band. This is some big time stuff. It's going to be our good friend, former Philly girl Rachel Bello, and Hollywood Gods and Monsters. That's Tuesday night. This is a massive band. It's Diggity Dave Aragon, of course, from Pimp My Ride, his wife Chris Aragon, Travis, formerly of Steel Panther, our girl Rachel Bello, B. Jennings. It's a super talented collaborative band, and they're going to be on live from their tour bus Tuesday night, 8 o'clock, the O Show. I know you're upset because you are a Rachel Bello junkie like I am.
We have a connection.
We have a connection as well, but I'm not allowed to share such connection. No, I adore her. I think she's awesome. I'm excited for this band. And the thing is, like, me, and it's funny because me and you were interviewing her back before she went out and chased that dream. She was a Philly girl. We're like, we're going to get together, girl. And you take it for granted, think they're never going to go away. Next thing you know, she chases her dream. Boom. Out in Arizona.
Like
right.
that.
Yeah, like overnight, she's like packing up, leaving. I'm like, no.
Yeah, and then like the next thing you know, she's there, and I'm just like heartbroken.
Yeah, we can kind of say she broke ground here, and I like to lie to myself and say Hollywood Gods and Monsters found her thanks to us here at the Yo family.
Hey, I'm down. I'm down. I believe it. I believe it.
It works for me. I'll let that say. We've had some unusual interviews, first time interviews. Aunt Mary Pat, of course, Troy David Henderson that plays Aunt Mary Pat, said that we were his first interview ever, and that's freaking cool. And he's done great things since.
Can you hear that?
I sure can, like loud and clear.
Hold on.
Thought you were having some kind of self party over there.
All right, let's see.
Boom, boom, bum, bum, bum. Yeah, Tuesday night, don't forget, Hollywood Gods and Monsters on the Yo Show. I won't keep saying it in front of Angela. She gets mad. She's nervous, Rachel. Oh, she heard me anyway. So that's headphones in. That worked out well.
The cord came with me. It will turn off in a second.
Last week was actually Rachel's birthday, too. So,
I know.
Yeah, very happy birthday to our lovely Miss Rachel Bello.
I should have been there.
I know. We should have been in Arizona. Her friend went. We should have went with her.
I know. I'm happy. I'm so happy for her.
I know. It's a lot of big things coming up, and she's loving the band, and they're loving playing the shows. They do like mashups. It's super cool. You check them out if you can, and check them out Tuesday night on.
I feel like my air conditioner just listened to what I told it to do, like my kid listens to me.
That's pretty weird. Well, I've heard the stories about your kid.
Listen, she is great. Yes, she is great with it. Everybody else, like people will meet her and spend an hour or two with her and be like, oh, she's the sweetest little girl in the world. She's so polite. She has so good manners, this and that. She's so respectful. And then she comes home and she's just like, her horns hold her halo up. Sassel, I feel like, is an understatement now. I need to find a better word for her. But yeah.
Such a little jerk. Nah, it's great. She's a cutie.
She is, but oh, dear Lord, have mercy on me.
He doesn't.
Dear Lord.
If you're sitting in this seat across from me, Lord has no mercy on you. And You know, I used to think I was bad on Tuesdays. I've gotten worse on Wednesdays. It's just a thing with me. I don't know why.
Well, I'm not really helpful. Ha ha. I'm not really helpful there.
No, you're not. You're not a good influence. I'm not even about to lie to that. So, how about a big happy 40th birthday to Motley Crue? I'm a giant Motley Crue fan. As you know, they're on the wall here. Nikki, Vince, Tommy, Mick. 40 years of Motley Crue. That sounds crazy. Does it make it makes me feel like ancient, and I can't believe they've been around 40 years, judging by my age. But they're older than you, are they not?
By a long shot.
Well, by a long
All
shot,
right.
excuse
Not
me.
really. I just wanted to feel. Well, I mean, if we're going with my real birthday, then yes, by a long shot.
Yeah,
So,
that's right. I forgot. Yeah, but God, it makes me feel so old to hear that they've been around 40 years. They sound like it. They're terrible. I actually saw some of the video from that stadium tour here in Philly, and I'm really not that upset I didn't go. I mean, hey, I couldn't get on stage and do it, so God bless them. But
yeah, no. I had my stage days. I'm over that. I like my little quiet solitude.
there you go. I don't blame you. As you can tell, I do too. Like I couldn't do one night a week. I could do two. And my wife's like, "What's next? 3 nights a week?" Hey, don't tempt me
I
because
was about to say, don't put things into his head because
I do kind of love it. I love doing this program, and I love the talent we get to meet, the people that tune in, and the comments, etc. As you see, I got my sepsis shirt. We haven't really spoke since. I got to
I
meet
know I
sepsis.
saw on
Oh, a couple weeks
Facebook.
ago in Mechanicsburg. What a great time. And yeah, I'm going to brag again and show some of them great pictures of me with the band. First, I show this picture. Yeah, baby.
I
Jeffany.
love it, Jeffany.
Still
Oh,
alive and well.
I missed her.
Oh,
That she just made my whole night whole.
your whole night whole. This is like
Yeah.
me and the sepsis. It's Melissa and Will and Cam and Mr. Goodbars, all from Sepsis. And of course, Lexi Swarm, the awesome merchandiser who got me this great shirt. I bought it though, but she's like, "Oh my God, one extra large left." It's just so cool meeting people to come on the program that we get to talk to in person. Super cool. And I'm telling you, there's not much like it, especially a band like that. They work the room, they're true to their fans, they meet people, they talk, and everybody feels like part of the superstardom when they're around.
No, I totally agree with that. Like, even just getting stuff in the mail from people we talked about
Right?
excites me. So, like, I totally get the finally meeting them in person.
Yeah, it's cool. It's great getting stuff. Last night we had Mojo Moji on the show, and it's former members of Collective Soul, former members of Scott Weiland's band from SDP, and a couple other great musicians. And after the show, lead singer Brian hit me up. He's like, "Dude, I need your address. I need Jules' address. We're firing out some shirts." I'm like humbled by that. I think it's freaking awesome, and we love to wear the merchandise, as you could tell. And ROB's shirt that he sent us, Rise on Belief. I've already worn that like 5 times. It's not even,
Yeah, I've
it's not
worn
even
that
like,
too.
yeah, it's not even this weather for it yet, but I still wear the crap out of it. And you keep the CDs, there's autographs, Jamie Kennelly. And what I used to do when we were in the studio, anybody would on the show, I'd make a treatment, like I send you, like a
A
little
treatment.
outline. I call it a treatment or an outline of the show. I don't know, Hollywood, they call it treatment, and I'm big time Hollywood now, so I what the fuck I'm talking about. So I got to call it a treatment, and I would print it out and have the guest sign it, just in case, keep it in your archives.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. You could be like, look, I had an original.
That's right. I have original autographs from multiple people. I know we always joke about it because I make topics and then we usually squash them, but I'm going to hit some topics before Alyxx gets here. And
Okay.
one of those, I don't know if you heard this story, and I don't know where this goes, and that's maybe as a woman's point of view, can help me with it here. So Angelina Jolie has now alleged that the FBI has reports about Brad Pitt's abuse, and she wants to know why Brad Pitt's not being arrested. Did you hear about this story? Because this kind of came out of nowhere.
I heard some gossip at work about it, but one, why is the FBI involved?
Right?
That just, I mean, somebody who's watching and knows something that I don't know, please enlighten me. But what, the FBI?
Right? I mean, they're celebrities, but they're not top secret classified people.
There wasn't celebrities even on the Johnny Depp case. Like,
right, I don't get why the FBI's about. And I've read them like FBI, like they got their
yeah,
hands full right now. um,
yeah.
I
And
mean, I'm not
I
saying
don't,
good or bad way. I'm not even going to that subject. We don't do that here. But I mean, in a spousal abuse case, I'm confused.
yeah, no, I agree. I don't understand why the FBI wouldn't be involved. That makes absolutely no sense. But I feel like, and I'm not going to sit here and say like she's lying or telling the truth because I don't know, but I feel like the whole Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case is going to bring out so many more, whether it's true or not. I feel like that just opened a whole new door for, the publicity or the truth or whatever reason they have, but I could see it coming a lot more than just them two.
I agree, and that's one of the things where now Amber comes out and says, there's all this abuse, and some of Johnny's exes are saying, well, yeah, of course, and then Johnny said how, of course, she pooped in his bed. I got to tell you,
And blamed
she,
it on the dog. Do you see how small that dog is?
yeah, she could poop in my bed. She's pretty cute. Amber fan,
Disturbing.
love you, Amber. Team Amber,
Click.
team crazy chicks.
No, she's beyond crazy. I love all the like memes and stuff though that they've made from that.
Oh, there's so
Where
many.
like the one where she was like, "Oh, he kept his cocaine in a jar," and he's like, "A jar," and then next thing you know, you see him running. I got a jar there. I'm like, oh my god, I can't. I loved every part of this. It was cracking me up.
It's funny because a lot of people say like, "Oh, the internet's changed us. The internet makes us this, makes us that." It also makes for some damn good comedy. I'll tell you that. Some people are razor sharp on the internet.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, did you hear that Amber Heard's lawyer stepped down? She's no longer going to represent her in
Yeah,
um
resent was right.
whatever.
She resents it. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
right, absolutely. Her reputation is 150% destroyed if it wasn't already.
Yeah, it's a shame. She is pretty much cooked, and um, obviously losing her role in Aquaman. And then there was starting to be rumors that they were going to put out naked photos of her, and I mean, there's really no need for that. Like I couldn't imagine, and I'm not a celebrity. I know everybody thinks the Yo Show, even though we do reach millions. I could never get to the point of anger where I would show a naked picture of my wife, or if we split up, I would show naked pictures. Like that's pretty severe. That's
Yeah,
deep.
it's hitting where it hurts.
Yeah, and
No.
I don't understand what. If anything, it shows me the lowness that she's claiming you are. Well, it was, oh, John Depp's not that dirty. John Depp's not that bad. But if you release naked photos, it kind of shows me how rotten you really are, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree because that's like it's deeper than personal. I can't think of the word that I want to use right now.
Okay, well, I can't imagine. You would have lost for words. You gotta
I know.
you gotta dust up a little, a little
I
bit.
know. The hamster that's on the wheel in my head completely died. Like it's just like it had a stroke while it was running and it was like and that was it.
I was missing a certain sound. The sound of it running around in your head and going through your ear.
Yeah. I did his croak sound, but I can't get I don't know. Doesn't it sound like more metally? I don't know. I've never had a hamster.
Metally? I don't know. Speaking of metally, and I'm going to say this, and I know it sounds funny, but speaking of metal and metally, etc., I had this story for last night. I did not hit it, and I'm going to hit it today because I don't even know if this is available in our area, but there's been a big recall alert on a product, Home Run In frozen pizza. So you can get this apparently at your supermarkets, Home Run In. And apparently, good Lord, it has pieces of metal in it in the meats, like the meat pizza.
A lot of things have been recalled for that.
A naked pictures for his career. That's my man Brent. We're on the house, Brent. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing some naked pictures of Amber Heard, but
No, I would. That one of my favorite movies was ruined after I found out she was in it, and I don't know.
I'm sorry. Really, you're like that deep that you don't even see?
Yeah, I don't like her, like at all. Like
poor Amber.
I have so many things that I could say about her, but I will be polite.
Yes, be
now.
polite. because she's coming on the show next week. No, she's not. She probably will at this rate.
Rachel, you hear that?
I know, right? Well, I got nothing. Might as well go on the Oak show. But
Yeah, you won't put her on a Wednesday night and be like, Ange, you want to do it? Nope. All
nope.
right. This is
Air conditioning is in full effect. But this Home Run Inn Pizza, I have never even heard of it. I don't even know if it's available in our area, but apparently the meat products were getting like little metal shards in them. And they said, well, nobody's been sick yet, but we're going to recall them just in case. To me, that sounds like, yeah, people are dying. We just can't say it.
We've had a lot of things, like I said, recalled from that metal shavings.
Yeah, that's nasty. I mean, I can't even imagine it. And I'm a pizza junkie, but I draw the line at metal shavings in my pizza. Damn it.
I'm mad because I think it was Green Giant. Is that a food brand? I think it is.
Yeah.
They used to
Green Giant.
They used to make that was actually really good. Just a cauliflower pizza crust. So it was just a crust. And then you would make your own pizza. And I absolutely loved it, especially because I try to eat like healthier than your average. If you cooked it right, it was delicious. You had to cook it longer than what the box said. But my daughter loved it. That was like our pizza night. We would make our pizzas, and I don't know where it went. They don't do it anymore.
Really? So by make it right, you more or less mean make the cauliflower shell, throw it in the trash, and then go out and order a real pizza? Is that what you're telling me? Yeah. See, the difference is Jewel tries to calmly talk her way out of it. Ange is just like, here you go, dude. Zip it. And it gets me off topic. Keeps me from saying things like, try licking it, or whatever how I said to Jewel at the end of the show. It's like, oh, those are both our faces. And you know me, like I say a lot of shit. If my face dropped after saying it, you know it was out there. And I'm just like, we're talking about the state size. I'm like, yeah, you can lick it. I meant to say like it. You know, I go on Facebook. I'm like, you can lick it. And I'm like, and she's like, I'm like, okay, we're out of here.
Every time you say look it, I'm thinking about the Al and the Tootsie Roll Pop commercial.
Apparently it's only 3, but that lying little fuck bit
and
into
a
it
crunch.
3, so. Right.
Listen, I don't know. I know a lot of people with really strong teeth. I am not one of them. That 3 licks and you're biting through that entire thing? No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's pretty strong. Like that's why I do
It's
bad
like biting
with,
into a jawbreaker.
Right. Oh my God. And the memories. That's why I'm bad with like lifesavers. Cause I'll put one in my mouth and within like 30 seconds I'm already chewing it. I don't know why.
I like the spearmint lifesavers. I can do that.
Yeah,
But like
they're
the hard candy ones, no, you can't chew that like that.
I
But
can. It's not good for me, but
I remember being a kid. Do you remember when, like, I don't know, you're old, so we'll say.
Thanks.
When you would go to the doctor.
Remember when candy was a nickel?
Actually, I do. I do. Wow, listen, I used to gather the change up before, but you would get a lollipop when you would leave the doctor's office.
Yeah.
I used to love when I would get a lollipop and I'd put it in my mouth and the stick would come out and then it turned into like a hard piece of candy without like the sogginess of the.
Yeah. I would eat the whole stick.
I used to love that.
I used to rip the stick all the way down too with the paper.
I used to eat. There was this one gum that like the wrapper was so paper thin that like you could chew it with the gum and you never knew that it was in there.
That was, I think, Trident. They actually made it was supposed to be like an environmentally safe wrapper, right, and would dissolve into it. And they stick back in there. But the little gum shards would always get in there. God, the time went by so fast. We didn't even play the song yet. Let's play a song. And I know every time we play songs, Facebook gives me the warning that, but it's independent artists. So let the independent artists promote their freaking music and let us do it for them. We got a great song from Alyxx. This is her brand new one called Serenity. And I'm going to fire it up here. And we're going to play it. And hopefully she doesn't come on while we're playing it, because I always feel weird about playing their music, making sure I'm doing it justice. But let's play it right here. It's a great one. It's brand new from Alyxx. It's called Serenity right here on Yo 2.0. It's about 4 minutes long. We'll be back shortly. And by then, I think Alyxx will be close to joining us. So stay tuned and check out this great song.
just end up losing myself. I feel it in my head, uncertainty and dread creeping again. I just wanna live like there's no tomorrow. Fuck all this sorrow. I'm asking me to set me free. I'm bound to be I mean, I ask too much, but it's so close to me that I can touch. I feel it through my skin, it's crawling out from deep within. All I need somehow is to let it go. Fuck all this I'm asking me to set me free. I'm bound to be I know there's a place where I can be in my own head, my own sanity. It won't be long till I come, but I need this now to feel the weight of the world fall on someone else's shoulders. 'Cause I'm tired of taking all the responses of others. I have given my all, now there's not much left to offer, but the rest is all mine. I'll take with me to the altar. Asking me to set me free. I long to be in serenity.
Woo! Oh,
Wow.
yeah. You're not kidding. Powerful.
I need a
great.
CD of that so I could just rock out to that in my car all the
I
time.
agree. That is great vocal, awesome band play, just an incredible song. And she should be joining us in a moment. Alyxx, haven't heard anything as of yet about any bad tune-ins. We had bad tune-in last night. One of the guys from Mojo Emoji just could not log in at any cost. He's like, "Can I do it from my phone?" I'm like, "Yeah, give it a whirl." Yeah, it was Dog Lips Doug Green. Calls himself Dog Lips, which is super cool. And the band's like, "Oh, wait till Doug gets here." I'm like, "We're waiting," and Doug never made it. But
Do
hopefully.
you
it doesn't
remember the
happen.
one time that I was doing the show and I couldn't get on with the laptop, so I used my phone for the first couple minutes of it?
Yeah, and that's happened. That happened with oh God, give me the guest. Me and you had him, Sean Paul.
I was about to say Sean
Sean
Paul.
Paul.
He said his phone died, and then he ended up sitting in his car.
That was great. But he really managed to pull off the phone thing, and not a lot of people do it. Like the one time when I surprised Jewel for her birthday and had Jamie Kennedy come on, and he had his phone, and he's like, "Yeah, I can't see you, bro," and I'm like, "Oh man, please come in," and it did end up working out. But that was some good stuff right there. So that is the brand new single that is out from Alyxx. It's a great number, and hopefully she'll be with us in a moment or two. I know sometimes the login is tricky. That is what we get from today's society, where things are done through like.
Don't
Uh,
you love technology?
I do love technology.
I don't.
There's one thing I love more than technology, and that's great guest. And our great guest is backstage right now, and I see the hair, and I'm in love. I am. No offense to my wife who watches, but I love this young lady. A super talented singer. We just played her brand new song. Right there, Serenity. Let's bring her out, everybody. It's Alyxx. Good evening. Welcome to the program.
Hi.
Hi.
So thank you so much for taking time out to be with us. I love your music. I love what I've been seeing so far, and I've been really lucky ever since we've been doing the shows. Facebook recommends artists like check out blank, and then you came up one day, and I also saw you on Instagram. I'm like, oh, this is just great, and I got to get you on. And you send the emails, and you hope, and you responded yes, and I'm like, really great. So thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you for having me. This is awesome.
That's
Oh,
it. Oh,
I love everything about you. You're gorgeous. I love your hair. I love your style. I love your music. I love your voice.
Thank you.
I had to get that out of the way. I'm sorry.
that's where we start. We start with the ultimate flattery, then we get to the music. Now, but seriously, so congratulations on the new single. We played it a moment ago, Serenity. It is terrific. It's great vocal with awesome band, and it's just one of these songs. It's that I could really get into, and I love getting the talent on. So tell us a little bit about the creation of the song, what it's about, and the process of making it.
Yeah. So I originally wrote Serenity. Everything is always stemming from the piano. So I was just kind of tooling around, and then I came up with the chorus, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And it wasn't originally supposed to be a song. It was just me like messing around. And then I was like, oh, okay, hold on. And then I kind of just like went into this tangent where like the song was born, and I came up with the chorus first. And then I just recorded like a little demo with like drums and whatnot on Pro Tools, and then I sent it to my drummer and guitarist and was like, I have a new song. So obviously with that, like, they put their input and whatnot, and my guitarist Brandon had this awesome idea for putting the guitar solo right before the last chorus, and which I think was an amazing addition to it. And yeah, I feel like the song kind of like organically came together, which is cool.
That's
But yeah,
awesome. No, that is awesome. It was really good. I liked it a lot.
thank you.
Yeah, I love it, and the video is terrific too. And videos, I feel, are and should be making a comeback because it tells a nice little story within the song. How'd you feel about the video? How do you feel about shooting videos? Because to me, as great as the song is, it brings it that much more to life. Getting to watch you and the band rock out and just seeing the scenery.
I love videos. I think it's fun. I don't like watching back myself. Like I used to do like theater and stuff. So like I'm used to getting on stage, performing, and then walking away. And most of the shows that I would do, like it's illegal to like videotape it. So I would never really know what it looked like except for rehearsals, which I liked. And then this is just, it's different to then having to like watch yourself on screen. But I love it. So I was working with Black Wolf Imaging. So Alyxx is the videographer and he's the director, and he kills it literally every single time. This is my third video with him. And we I think connect really well in the sense that I gave him an idea of like what I wanted to be portrayed, and he nailed it. So I mean, I have a hard time like verbalizing my thoughts, and but he got it and he ran with it, and it was awesome.
You're on the right show. We have a problem verbalizing our thoughts.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So
Hands
what first
grab,
got
yeah.
you into music?
Like I said, I started doing theater, so I can't really pinpoint what exactly like got me into singing in general, but like definitely into like the rock world, like Evanescence, 3 Days Grace, Breaking Benjamin, like Linkin Park. When I heard those bands when I was younger, I was like, ooh, this is the world I want to be in. And that inspiration kind of sparked from there. But I mean, when I was younger, like I wanted to be like an Annie and like in Wicked when I was younger. So like those were where that influence came from. But yeah, definitely
Nice.
changed.
Yeah,
So
you
when
definitely. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, when did you start singing? Like, how old were you when like you started like singing and knowing like, okay, I have a good voice, I have a talent for this, and like performing or even just in choir in general? Like, when would you say you started singing?
I think I was like 6.
Wow.
So I started dancing first when I was like 2. And so I like got into that, and then my school offered like theater classes, which obviously was, including singing and acting. And then I just kind of like fell in love with it. And then my parents got me voice lessons when I was like 7 because they're like, if you're gonna do this right. And my aunt's actually a voice teacher. Which
Oh wow!
I don't think I've ever like mentioned that before, but yeah, my aunt was a voice teacher.
Breaking news here on the Yo Show. All right.
Yes, my mom
That,
sings too, so they were like, "If you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this right." And I got voice lessons, and then I just kind of I stopped doing voice lessons honestly like a couple years ago, but like I still like give myself lessons at this point because I used to even teach voice. So I mean, so it was good to like go back to the basics, but yeah, I've been singing for a long time.
that sounds like that, and it sounds like it runs in the family, like, which is awesome. So, did you ever feel pressured though because it ran in the family?
Not at all. No,
That's amazing.
my parents are very like, if you want to do this, you can do this. If you don't want to do this, don't do it. Like,
Wow.
we'll drive you, but like, that was about it. I had the most supportive parents ever.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing, and it's important to have people believe in you and stick with you. My family doesn't watch my show; they think I suck. So. No, I'm kidding. They do watch
so
now. They watch. When my mother, God rest her soul, when I first started doing it, she said, I can't watch and listen to you because I am so offended by everything you say. And I'm thinking, if I can offend my mom, I got something going on here.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. I mean, you have the look and the vibe, and despite the awesome hairdo, you just have like a look of somebody who's natural singing. You deliver it great.
Thank you.
We've had people already compliment. You got a compliment on your boots from the video, and the hair, of course, from Angela, and that's all awesome. Do you feel that your image as a look enhances the music and just brings home a harder point, or do you think like doesn't really matter? What's your output? Because obviously you go to Grant Land to look great. You got a great costume, and like I said, the hair is awesome. So how much do you think that enhances your performance?
I think, the visual aspect definitely increases, the whole package. It's you have to, but it can't just be one. Like you have to have like the song, the video, the look. I think it just, it makes it marketable. My hair really wasn't a thought process. It was more so I got bored of doing the same colors, and I saw someone with a split dye, and I was already purple, and I was like, green's complimentary. Green. There literally was like no thought. I did this on my birthday like 2 years ago, and it just kind of stuck. And then I realized this could actually like become like a brand almost. So,
I love
and
it.
plus I like it. I don't know. I can't see
Yeah,
myself with anything else.
if you notice, I kind of made all the outlinings of the banners all green in honor of your hairdo. So I dig it. I definitely think it's a look. And somebody I know with that was, if you're familiar with Ash Costello.
Oh, yeah.
From New Year's Day, and she's got the red and black, and I've always loved it because to me it's so rock star, it's so unique and super cool. So I love. As soon as I saw yours with the multi-car, yeah, this is somebody I want to chat with about music. I think it's freaking amazing.
Nice. I actually saw her at NAMM, and I ran up to her. I was like, "Look, Joker, Harley Quinn."
I got to
That's
see her.
awesome.
I got to see her open for Godsmack a few years back. They're a terrific
wow.
band, like
Yeah, they're
yourself.
awesome.
And there's so many great females doing it. And I want to kind of get on that because I noticed that on your Instagram you're followed by Sepsis, who's a band that I love, and I've seen them live. And females are really stepping up and kicking ass in music. Do you like being classified as well, like a female lead vocalist, or is it just like, look, I'm a singer, just happen to be female?
I guess in general, I don't really label anything. But it is cool to be like considered like in a female fronted band. But in general, I'm just like music is music. And, you know, I don't like if someone refers to me that, like I think it's cool. But I don't necessarily am like, oh, I'm a female fronted band. I'm just like I'm an artist, I'm a band, and
Right.
but
I
it's
love that.
definitely cool when they like add, like Hailstorm and like I would love to be like them. So if that's if you want to
Sure.
call me female fronted and I can be in that category, I'll take it.
Awesome.
That's awesome. So I know you had mentioned a couple, bands that like you listen to, everything from Linkin Park to Evanescence. Who would you say like inspired you to do the music that you are doing? Like your greatest
Um,
influences?
Honestly, I would say like Amy Lee
Oh,
from
yeah.
Evanescence and Adam Gontier from 3 Days Grace, or now Saint Asonia. But There's something about the passion, I think, behind their singing, and it sounded like it wasn't just for both of them, and obviously other bands as well, but mostly for them. To me, it was they were singing like from their heart, and like they were like it was just so passionate about it, and it wasn't just like I'm singing to sound pretty. It was like there was feeling behind it, and it made you feel something, and they were just really relatable, you know.
No, I know what you mean. I love Evanescence. She
They'll be in town.
she
They're going to be in town this weekend. I'm actually going to go see them. So it's amazing that you're citing on
awesome.
that. They're opening for Corn, so I'm just blown away by
Oh,
that.
my God.
Yeah, I'm a music junkie, and like I said, we talk about everybody that comes on the show. We always want them to come out east and play in Pennsylvania, get to meet them. So hopefully one day we'll be seeing Alyxx out here in PA real
That'd be
soon.
cool.
And speaking of playing and shows and all that, the pandemic obviously slowed a lot of people down, bands, live performances, and everybody's got a different opinion on how they approach this. How did you approach it? Did it make you more creative? Did it make you shut down? Did you miss performing? Where did you go creatively during that lockdown, if you will?
So I definitely tried to keep myself active. The worst thing you can do is just to kind of shut down. So I created a studio in my basement, and
Awesome.
I learned how to use Pro Tools, and I started recording my own songs. Um, yeah, I mean, I missed that physical interaction with performing live. I did a live stream once, and it was fun, but
but it
there's
wasn't
like
the same.
it's not the same. And it was
No.
honestly like, it was kind of depressing because I was like, is this what life is going to be like? So
Right?
I kind of stuck with doing more like covers and like YouTube things. But honestly, like, I also had time to like take care of myself and like sleep, which is something I don't really do often. So I was doing okay, honestly.
I was surviving. I was keeping busy, not walking in the walls.
Yeah.
So where do you want your future to go? Like, do you want to become very, very big, or like, where do you see yourself in say 10 years? I know it's such a cliche question to ask, but
No, it's a good question because you want to set goals. You want to like you don't want to just kind of like flow through life. But I would love to be playing like arenas,
Yeah.
opening for bigger bands, and I don't know, like obviously I would like to like headline my own show one day, but like where I am now, I would just like to jump on a tour with like a established band that I like look up to because I just think that would be the coolest thing, like getting to play every night with a band that I like grew up listening to that I love. And just like touring the world, meeting people, just making this my life, like just performing all the time.
It's
that's
all
awesome.
I feel that because I would love to make this my life, and it's hard because everybody's got some kind of cast show, and even like the celebrities doing, you're like, damn, like they're doing it. But I still love it. I just love the aspect of meeting terrific talents like yourself and hearing the positive vibe. And I got to tell you, I've always lucked out having people come on, be true, be real, really have a passion for what they're doing, which is awesome. So your music writing, you hear a lot of stories. Some people say I write from real life instances and makes the best songs. Some people say I just like to create an idea and make a song. What is your songwriting about? Is a lot of truth in there, or is just some things that come to your head?
So pretty much everything I write is based off truth. Whether it's like something I personally experienced or like something like my friends would experience. I do get a lot of inspiration from my friends. And one of my friends I have a song called My Last Goodbye. It's about a toxic relationship. And my friend
Oh.
reposted on her story and was like, when you're your inspiration for your friend's song. And I was like, well, she figured that one out. But
Not only that, but it's like and no offense, like it's like a bigger like rock star making her way up there using this girl. I'd be flattered. I mean, you could say goofy guy on Yo Show webcast, make a song out of that. I would love it.
Now,
yeah.
do you ever like find yourself like say being stuck and like going to somebody like that and being like, this is what I have, this is everything that I want. I can't figure out say the next line.
Oh, definitely. I don't know why. It's always the second verse I have a problem with because like it's literally every song. Even for this last song, I honestly wrote it right before I walked into the booth to sing it for real
Wow.
on the recording. Because like again, I have ideas and like I had a bunch of like bullet points, but like nothing made sense. And I always feel like I try to have a story. So like the beginning's kind of explaining what's going on.
Right.
Then there's the pre-chorus, the chorus, which is, you know, what the song's about. And the bridge is like trying to piece together what happens throughout the song and then the chorus at the end. It's always that second verse because I'm like, I don't want to give everything away from the bridge, but I don't also want to go back to square one, and I don't want to introduce something necessarily completely new and confuse everybody. I think a lot about that.
Yeah, it does. Actually makes a lot of sense. It's well thought out.
Yes, very, because I've written a couple songs. I mean, I've never done anything with them because, you know, I was young, but I get it. I get what you're saying. It does make a lot of sense, and I never thought of it that way.
Yeah. So that's why, like, I don't know what, it's almost every song. That second verse, I'm just like,
Now, have you ever had one that just like the entire song came out quick and you're just like, I don't know how, but it was like this and it's perfect. It's everything that I wanted.
I don't know if it's perfect, but Monster, I wrote that song in an hour and a half.
Wow. Oh, wow.
I don't know how that came out of nowhere.
The hamster was running full speed.
Yeah,
we always talk about the hamster on our head, the spinning wheel rolling, which is awesome. So I
feel like that's kind of life.
Right,
it is life.
Right? You mentioned catching up on sleep. Obviously, you got a busy schedule. What is a day in the life like? Are you always creating? Is music 24/7 for you, or do you take time off to do other things? What's a day in the life of an up-and-coming great singer like yourself?
I wish I could do music all the time, but I do have a job. So
so do we. Yuck.
Yeah, so I'm working a lot, and then doing like side projects and stuff. And you know, I try to write as much as I can. I've been training in Muay Thai again, so that's fun. So I've been doing that on the side, and I'm always like creating, whether or not it's like in the studio. Like I'm always coming up with lyrics or melodies or something. So I try to like keep that fluidity going, but I would love to have full time, just like being able to write, record, and do all that fun stuff. But as of right now, not yet.
Not to put you on the spot again, but I could not work with you because I'd be all day like looking at the girl with the multicolored hair and knowing that you sing, and I'd be like, oh my God, I just love her. And no work would get done. I'd be just in awestruck of you all day. I'm like, Perini, get to work. I can't. I'm just staring across the room.
I'm sorry. Take a tissue.
Oh, sometimes I work out my hair in a bun and I look nuts, so it's fine.
Honestly, your hair probably would look badass up because, like, in a bun, you got the colors that would mix in.
Yeah.
Do you know what's funny? I actually had it in a bun yesterday, and for some reason, the way I did it, it just all looked green. And I was like, where's the other half of my hair? The way it like mixed, like messed, whatever.
Right.
It just all green. It was really weird.
Wow.
I don't like it. I like the half, but it was interesting.
I love the hair. I think it's absolutely
awesome. I do too.
Thank you.
So playing shows, playing live, singing, do you get the jitters? Do you get those nerves? Some people say the crowd is energy. Right. Some people say that it's nervous and they get stage fright. Is there a ritual you had to kind of break in before you go on stage?
I don't have a ritual. No, I should. That'd be a fun little thing. But
I'm going to be your PR man. I'm telling you. I'm all back.
So I don't really get nervous for a few reasons. One, I've been performing since I was like on stage since like 9. So like I'm very comfortable on stage. I actually like being in front of bigger crowds better. I don't know why. It's not even necessarily the energy. I guess that feels more at home because like when you're on stage in like a theater, there's usually like more people. But those intimate venues are always really cool because you get to like literally like see the person and like you just feel that, and it's cool when people are like into it. Every now and then there's someone who's like not paying attention, but I make eye contact. I'm like, hey.
There's always that one. Always that
Excuse
one.
Excuse me, sir. Are you not liking this?
No, but it's cool. I think intimate venues definitely have like that cool vibe. That I mean, if I could, I'd be on an arena stage every day. That's what I would love.
Now, what's your goal arena? Like
goal arena?
Yeah, your ultimate goal. If you could play at one place, where would it be?
I never thought about that. I just kind of wanted to like hop around. There's that one stage. I can't think of what it is. I'm sure you can think of it. It's like the outstore arena. It's like out in like the desert or something. I can't think of what it is.
I know what you're talking about. I think
right?
I think Korn did a video there. I can't think of the name of it to save my life, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Super cool.
Yeah, it's just it looks like almost like a like a gladiator arena kind of place. I don't know. It looks cool.
I like the description. That was awesome.
I'm struggling so bad trying to
A
figure this out.
gladiator type
Okay.
arena. Listen, it's actually that makes it sound even more intriguing.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
cool. And then there's a
it's-
couple places in like Europe that look so amazing.
Oh wow!
I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, one day.
I feel it. I feel one day coming. So I actually started at the end with this. I mean, I went back to the beginning with this question. The name Alyxx, where does it come from? Is it all you? Is it like a thought process? Describe how the name came up and where you got that from.
Cool. Well, my name is Alexandra. So
Oh, beautiful.
Alyxx is my name. I was in school and there was a couple of people that had the same name. There's one kid whose name was Alex. My last name starts with W, so it was Alex W. And I was like, I gotta do something. I gotta change something up. So I changed it to ALYXX when I was 16, and it just kind of stuck. And
I
when I
like
was,
it.
thank
I
you.
love it. And it's funny because the kids in school are probably like, "Pfft, show off. You're like, one day you're going to see that name and lights bud and realize I'm on to something.
Oh
Right.
no! But, like also, Facebook really wasn't that was a kind of a thing. So
I
I
think it
mean,
was
people.
MySpace then.
Yeah, it was my. I never had MySpace, so
Ouch.
everyone just knew
I
me.
know,
Where do I
right?
feel old?
No,
We
no,
love you,
that
no, but I feel old.
no. Trust me, I could have. I chose not to because I was like,
Oh,
I
okay.
don't want to get into
Okay.
that stuff.
Now I feel
And
a tiny bit better.
oh no, trust me. I chose not to. But then when Facebook came out, I was like, ooh, maybe. And then now I'm like hooked on all social media platforms. But everyone just still to this day actually will refer to me as Alex, like Alex, that I've known since like middle school because they just can't, even though it says it like right there, they'll just still
Right.
say it, which is fun. I don't care. But
I get that.
I'm not innocent. I messed it up a couple times. I put 3 X's in it a couple times. I noticed before, and I kept editing. I'm like, oh my god, I'm like putting 3 X's,
wait,
and I was,
That was your dirty mind putting the third X
wait,
there.
no, this is
Wow.
funny because my grandmother was trying like so hard. So she like every year on like birthday and Christmas, like it was ALEXX and then ALYX and then ALEYX. And I was like, she's trying.
Oh, she's trying so
Aw.
hard. That is so cute.
It was so funny. She's got it now. But I was just really funny.
Awesome.
See, when I went to school in actually middle school and elementary school, there was like 4 other Angelas. So we had an Angie, we had an Angela, we had an Ange, and I became Angel. And like, it
Ooh.
was cool when I was younger. And then middle school, I was like, all right, it's time to go back to my name. Now I only have, one other Angela. And to this day, people that I haven't seen in years who knew me as Angel are like, hey, Angel. And I'm just like,
What?
You're like, what? Who?
yeah, like it's, okay.
it's kind of cool.
You know
though,
a lot
'cause
about me.
you subconsciously created your image way back then with the name, and like that's stuff like that blows my mind. Where even like I said, some of the songs were right, kind of by accident, but in hindsight, excuse me again, genius at work. You don't even realize the capacity of what's going on in your head. You just explode with it because the name catches. As soon as I saw it, I was hooked right away. I'm like, all right, let me look into this. The name is cool. The style is cool. So I really think you're onto something. We root for you. I've definitely been rooting for you. And I
yeah.
just, and when you said yes to coming on, I'm like blown away. And we just love it. So what's next? Do you got some shows lined up? I checked on your website. No shows immediately. We're trying to get more shows. You got songs written. Everybody always says they got a ton of songs waiting to come out.
I have a bunch of songs that are half written, to be honest.
Okay.
They're like, eh. I think right now I'm just focusing on, booking shows like for next year and whatnot. Just kind of continue writing. I took a little while to come out with this new song. So it's been about a year since my last single, which I try not to make it that long, but I was doing like covers and a bunch of other things and just trying to like figure out and solidify a game plan really. And then life and work kind of took over. So, but I will not wait that long. Probably like I want to say January, come out with another song. So I have to
great.
just figure out which one I'm going to actually like.
Well,
put
I want a
forth.
CD so I could put it and like rage out on my car.
Yes.
And you can
Because yes,
sign it.
I'm still old school. I don't do the iPods. That's what they're called. I don't do any of that streaming. Like I'm so old school. Like I need a CD. Let me just put it in the hole and hit play. And
Oh no, I
go.
still listen to like I have in my room I have like shelves with just all my CDs like from
Awesome.
when they like first came out.
Yeah.
Like when I would
Nice.
like skip school to like go get the CD at Best Buy or whatever. FYE,
FYE.
FYE, that was it.
FYE,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, God, back in my day was Sam Goody and Sound. Oh my God, I'm so old. But
Yeah, I don't even know if I've heard that.
I know. Thank you very much for all of
Sorry.
that.
Sorry.
But so the social media approach, and of course, we all know in life, social media has its good and its bad.
Yeah.
Do you like, as an artist, getting able to make a single and not have to worry about rushing it out, make a single, put it out, say, here you go, and people get attached to it first, this way they fall in love with it, and eventually down the line you get them together in an album? Do you think that's a great approach? I think it's terrific for
I
artists.
think that's a smart idea.
Yeah, I think it also depends on like where they are. Like being independent, honestly, like it's a lot to put out a single because I do every aspect on my own. So it's like it's a lot that goes into it. I think if I had like a team, it would be easier to do that. But right now, I think just putting out singles is a good idea. If you have like a team of people where you could put out singles and then just combine them all on an album, I think that's great. But for me personally, that's not in the cards at the moment.
I
But
feel it.
hopefully,
That's a goal.
that's a goal. Hey, part of my 10-year plan.
Right.
Part of my 10-year plan. I love it.
Yes.
So I know that obviously you like every song that you've done because you're good at what you do. And, when you're good at it, you just enjoy it. And you're like, yeah, that was awesome, obviously. Because if it sucked, you wouldn't want to put it out. But what is your all-time favorite? Like, everybody's got it. When you look at a picture, you're like, yeah, that's my favorite picture. That was the good side. Everything about it was great. So, like, take the picture aspect and put it into a song. What would your favorite song be?
Probably Serenity. Honestly, it's usually whatever is the last thing I put out because I do end up getting sick of my songs. Like there are some songs I'm like, I don't want to sing that live anymore.
Wow.
Let's cut that out. Yeah, I don't know. I just also I feel like each like song is like a kind of a staple of like where I was at that point in my life, like where I was mentally, physically, and where I was in my career. So I feel like it's just everything is like a stepping stone, and I hopefully each song is just getting better and better, and like more established in like my sound and visuals and everything. So whatever I put out, the last song is always my favorite because I'm like, okay, cool, like I got to this point, like yeah. And then sometimes I look back and I'll be like, oh, okay, like that was okay. But I'm also super critical of myself. But
I think most people are, especially women.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to put on the line because it's your heart and your soul, and you're putting it out there for people to enjoy or dislike. And there's times here, I mean, I put out episodes. You see on YouTube, some guys like, you suck. All right, thanks, dude. And meanwhile, like a lot of people are liking it, watching it, hundreds of people, thousands of people. So, if one person's going to be negative, it ain't going to shut me down. They got plenty of people that enjoy it and enjoy
Honestly, it doesn't matter how many people are going to be negative about it. If I enjoy it and it's something that makes me happy, as much as I would love somebody else to be a part of that, the ultimate line is you enjoying your life and what you do with it.
Yeah. And I think it's like, first of all, some people I think are legitimately bored and just want to like start drama. I just want to be recognized. So I feel like if they say something negative, then people are going to like, oh, what? And then they feel seen.
Yep.
Also, I just, I've gotten to this point in my life where like, you either like it, you don't. You want to say something stupid? I literally do not care.
Right.
Exactly. That is the approach.
I'm still going to sleep tonight and I'm still happy. So
yeah, it's still up there. So
so let's do this. We do this for a lot of our guests. A lot of people will watch us live. A lot of people will watch a recording down the road. One piece of advice you give to anybody to start out. What is your advice to the next young lady watching and say, I want to be like her? What advice do you got?
Honestly, go for it. It's a incredibly hard business. So just going into it with a realistic idea that things are not going to be handed to you. It's not going to be like a walk in the park. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to get angry. Like it's just the way that it is.
Right.
But as long as you're doing it for the right reasons and it's, a true passion and a love and just something you can't live without, then just know that once you push past all of that negative stuff, it's going to be worth it. And if people are telling you, don't do it or whatever, just find friends and find people that are supportive because, a lot of times people put in their own 2 cents and they might not understand that this is something that is really important to you. And you will find people with a common goal and people that do believe in you and do support you. So they're out there.
That's awesome. I call those negative people pins. And everybody's like, pin? My God, they want to just always have to pop the balloon, man. They're pins. So
I
keep the
like that
pins away.
analogy.
Yeah, I like
Keep,
that too.
keep the people with the air to keep the balloon flying and get the pins out of your life because, like
That's
I
a
said,
really
some
good
people,
thing.
thank you. Some people just have a natural jealousy. And I got to tell you, I can't see
Oh, yeah.
anybody. I can't
Yeah.
see my disliking you. Your style is awesome. Your delivery is awesome. You have a class about your delivery. And I got to tell you,
Thank you.
this is I've done 5 years worth, probably 230 episodes between the regular show and this show. Your voice, your sound coming through is the best we've had yet in all 230 episodes. No disrespect to anybody, but you have nailed how to come on this program and make it sound perfect.
Thank you.
She's
Trying.
she's been doing it on stage for years, so she was like, I'm behind another camera. I got this. But
Yeah,
no,
I
I
guess.
agree with him.
I
I do agree
appreciate
with
it.
him. It was amazing.
Yeah, a lot of
Thank
people say,
you.
"What do I do?" I'm like, microphone, a laptop, maybe headphones to keep the echo, and you did perfect. And I obviously, when more music comes out, more stuff comes out, we'd love to invite you back again because I could definitely do this 1,000 times. I
I
have.
would love to.
Excellent. I know I usually say a half hour. We're 31 minutes, but I was just absolutely adoring you, and I think you're terrific. I
Thank
definitely
you.
hope that you get to the next plateau. There's another vote
Yes.
for the purple and green hair. It is.
Thank you.
It is fantastic. So check it out. Don't forget to look it all. I wait for the stream to start again and cheat. I'm not going to lie. Uh, I'm like stalling. Find Alyxx right now at www.alyxxofficial.com to get all the news and information. Instagram at official Alyxx. The new single is Serenity. It's out now. We just viewed it using YouTube. So it's on YouTube. It's on all the major downloadings and streaming platforms. Get it. Love it. Love more of her music. And find her. Alyxx, thank you so much for joining us tonight on the program. We hope to talk real soon. I'll reach out. Like I said, your team, I'm the team. The guy you were talking to through emails, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm the team. Yeah, that's me.
Hi.
This is the team, right?
Well,
You,
him and the collection behind him, that's the whole team.
Yeah,
That's
me and the
real
Funko
team.
Pops. One of these
And
days,
Stephanie.
I was looking at those. I was like, those are so cool.
I have lots of them, and nothing would be more
Yes.
cool than an Alyxx one with the two-tone
That'd be
hair. I got a
cool.
big music collection, so we got to get an Alyxx one.
That's awesome.
You would need
Sorry
it
about that.
signed. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we need it signed. Absolutely, we need it signed. And like I said, if you come out to PA, we got you, man. We'll show you the city, and hope you can rock out on the East Coast sometime. Thank you very much.
to.
We'll talk soon. Have a great evening.
Awesome. Thank you.
Alyxx, everybody, a terrific, terrific artist. And Angela, I got to tell you, I'm going to give her the remove thing because it gets, weird bragging about how great they are. But she is sensational, and I adored it.
Her
she's
voice is phenomenal.
her voice
Like,
is terrific.
everything.
I agree. She sings great. She talks great. She's backstage waving to us, and I love her. I think she's adorable, but also rocks. And she's got the look. She's got the talent. I definitely see it in her future. I hope so, because we
yeah.
get a lot of great ones out here, and you think like, man, you listen to radio and you hear some stuff out there, and like, why the heck can't this person do it? And listen, no disrespect to some of the celebrities out there, but
No, I agree.
why can't like an Alyxx be out there? I think she's amazing. That was wonderful.
I love she's like so badass, and like she's like a badass, sexy like rock chick, but in the same aspect, like her voice and like demeanor when talking to her is like all like cute and sweet
Yeah.
and innocent. It was so like adorable. But then like I go back to like the video and I'm just like, damn.
Right. I'm the same way. And like I said, leading up to it, and I tell this story all the time, and I'm going to keep telling it probably till the last time I ever do a show, which will probably be the last day I live because I'll do this till I die. But we don't really know who we're going to get. I see their music. You see how they present it. You see how they sell themselves. You're like, all right, very cool. It's got to be great. You start to email them. And even through emails, Alyxx was wonderful, and everything was promptly answered. And yeah, sure, and yes, great, and yes, thank you. Like, polite, very much. She even got in the private chat and thanked us. Oh,
Aww.
she is awesome. That to me is amazing. And I just want to tell her you were amazing. Yes, you were. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I misspell the website? Oh, it's official Alyxx. Oh, I put Alyxx official. I'm sorry. The website is official Alyxx. I'm going to change that right now. Let that scroll because the scroll is going to run the rest of the night. I'm going to make sure everybody sees it, and I got to edit it real quick. I'm telling you, I
Oh
tell
my
everybody.
god.
I tell
Okay,
everybody
no.
I suck at this. I tell everybody that it is official Alyxx. Oh, I rush sometimes to get this laid out to make sure it's ready, and sometimes I goof.
Well,
Official.
it doesn't help that, life comes and like by the end of the day our brains like are just fried.
But I'm also, and it sounds weird to say, but I get so starstruck and geeked about the people that come on the show that I'm just like, you don't want to make the mistakes, and then you do, you're like, oh god, I suck. I love chatting. You know, where.
That's
Thank you, thank you. We would love to have her back. She's excellent.
oh yeah.
She's definitely yo show type material. And we say that, but and like I was saying before, like you don't know what you're going to get. We talked through emails. She had a great style about the way she presents it and coming on. And then she comes on and absolutely nails it. The scenery's great. Her sound is perfect. The earphones, so there's no echo. She comes up made up and looking sensational. That kind of stuff, man, is great because let's face it, like I said, hundreds of people watch, thousands might watch, and there's shows out there where millions of people watch and like I could be doing this and I'm doing this show instead. Don't think we don't appreciate it. We
Oh no,
love it.
absolutely. When you kept saying you never know where you're gonna get, I instantly kept just thinking about Forrest Gump. The Osho is like a box of chocolates. You never know who you're gonna get.
Exactly. And we don't do like a pre-phone. I more or less, like I said, when we come on the show, we do their career, their interests, their inspirations, talk about their music. I could care less who they vote for, who they follow, stuff like that. That there's shows that do that, and that's
Unless they
not
follow
us.
somebody amazing, like then you can tell me so I can follow them too. But
Right.
no, I agree.
Yeah, that's what
It's
we've
a
always been about. We've been about entertainment from day one here, and that's the way we're going to stick. And like Alex said, if it's not your cup of tea, nobody's forcing you to listen to it. You don't have to get married to it. And JD Wolf in the house.
hello.
JD, good to see you, dude. I hope you had a chance to catch Alex. If not, look her up because I know Sepsis follows her and they're fans. So become a fan. I know that's your kind of style. She is an amazing artist. The music is terrific. And I know you're into great music, dude. This is right up your alley. In my opinion, I think it's right up your alley.
Oh yeah, that's. I want to go put that in my car and just go for a drive. That's
Right?
like I really do.
Right. That song there alone is like, that's inspirational. And like I said, it's going to end up on my music library and I'll be rocking out in the car. And I love when the bands that come on the show, when their music comes up in my car, and I'm just, and a lot of times my wife's like, "Who's this?" And I'm like, "Remember they were on last week?" And she cranks it up a little bit. And she was the one that
Right.
got me. She's the one that found Whole Damn Mess because she saw them in Philly at the City Winery, and they
Hi,
were
Michelle.
they were so cool. Hi, thank you for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. Little shout out for Ange. Thank you again. Have a good night. Good night, Alex. I hate to work her. I'm sorry. I know my wife's upstairs, but I'm smitten. No, I'm kidding. Let's keep it classy. But no, really, she was terrific. But totally lost my train of thought where I was going with this. Oh, like I said, like the bands come on. Like Cassie found Whole Damn Mess at City Winery. I got the tickets. I had a show that night. We had a great guest, and her and her friend went down. It was Candlebox, Whole Damn Mess. She's sitting next to the stage, and the guys from Whole Damn Mess kind of start talking to her because Cassie has a hard time talking to people. He
No.
said sarcastically. So next thing you know, she's talking to this band, and they all autographed a hat for her. She's like, "Hey, my husband has this show. He does a webcast, and he always has bands on. They're like, hey, reach out to our people. Our agent and all is on our Facebook." And I'm like, yeah, okay, this band that tours the country. And sure enough, they agreed to come on, and they were sensational. That's why I do it. Love it.
So I thought about something the other night. I can't tell you if I was asleep and dreamt about it, or
It had me in it, right?
it did.
No, of course it did.
Or if it was like that borderline, like when your brain's still going a mile a minute, but you're trying to go to sleep.
Yeah.
So last year we had the benefit for Cassie.
Yes.
What if, and October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I was thinking about it. What if we did like almost like an annual benefit and kind of do the same exact thing and take the donations and share it with the breast cancer organization or somebody who is, going through it and needs help with medical expenses. And then we can get somebody who's been on the show if they can perform, let them come and perform, but like make it an annual thing and just do like a breast cancer awareness fundraiser.
That's a terrific idea and definitely something worth looking into. And the one band that was on a few weeks ago, Poeta, and I don't know if you caught them, and they're local guys, and they're terrific. They had talked about having a show, kind of like an emo night, an independent night over at Murphy's and getting a bunch of bands.
Right.
I got 3 bands to respond and say they were down. George Powell from Poeta said, it's a little tight right now trying to get together. We'll hold it off, gather bands, and do it next year. Maybe something like that. Doing a little benefit and a little show with some music and like I said, raising it, getting the shows
Because
exposure.
I mean, if you talk to the people and you explain to them like what you're doing and like maybe try to like pair up with an organization, you'd get a lot of donations for it. So there really wouldn't be any out cost expenses, other than like, if people want to buy a raffle or something like that. You get what I'm saying? But like, what a great thing to do, and we can get everybody together and have people from the show come on if they're obviously able to, because I know a lot of them are busy, but why not? And it supports wifey and the fight against it. And October is also breast cancer awareness month, and you looked great as the Macho Man, so like,
Thank you.
hello.
I think I had to take some pictures down to add pictures. I think I got that picture off here. I think.
Oh, what, me as the Ouija and you as Macho?
Yeah, I do.
You had that before.
I did. I had it on there, and then I got to a point where I had to like move pictures to get more pictures. Aw.
And I got moved. Wow.
Right? That's a great picture.
Wow. And I got moved.
Out of sheer love. Because I knew,
yeah.
I know I got those pictures on my phone, so I know I can afford to lose it here because I always have it here. And I love that picture. I thought your costume was terrific.
Do you know how long it took to get those letters off me? Oh, God. I was like scrubbing to the point that I was literally bleeding. My chest
I
was
could
bleeding.
imagine. Yeah. I do it with
sucked.
like the face paint that I wore. The one year I was Papa Smurf, the whole bathroom turned blue. That was
Oh, my God.
disaster. It really was. But I love it. I love Halloween. And I'm for those ideas and like something we can kick around. And if we run tight this year, as always next year, like I said, get bands come out and play. And there's some that say, hey, we'll come out. And
we could call it the annual Booby Bash.
We could call it Booby Bash.
BOO. Dash.
Right, booby.
Boo.
Of course, it would have a different meaning for me than most, but I like boobies. I like my wife's boobies.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help save the tatas.
Save those boobies. But yeah, like I said a couple weeks ago, we had the Mac Brothers on, and we were talking about this show at Murphy's. I'm like, this band's trying to get a show together. What do you guys think? And I don't know what the pay is going to be. And they're like, dude, if we were just totally focused on the money, we wouldn't be doing this. We want to perform. We like performing. And that to me is like the coolest thing I ever heard. Because, yeah, I mean, it is their job. It's like becomes their career. And a lot of people think, well, I got to make some money. And I understand it. And I'm not the kind of guy that asks for free. But when they said that, I'm like, man, that's pretty classy. Very cool. And I'm not opposed either way. You want to go out and perform and make some money? I don't blame you, especially when you got that talent. But if you want to do it as a charity thing, we're all about that as well.
No, I agree. Like, charity is great, you know what I mean? Because you get to help out others. But especially with the economy today, you also got to make money. Like, the price of groceries is even through the roof.
Oh, Jesus. She was all proud of herself. She went to the grocery store and spent like $60. And she's like, yeah, but you don't understand. I've got breakfast for myself for the next couple of days at home because she works from home. See, I got breakfast the next couple of days. I got us dinner for the next couple of nights. And later, like, back in the day, for $60 would get you dinner for like 10 days.
Listen, $60 gets me produce for a couple of days for my kid and myself. Like,
yeah, she was talking about produce, like, and they're doing a lot more local farms, which is cool. Keeps their costs down. Some local farms will get more exposure. excuse me, and more business, which is cool. But it's tough out there right now, and I don't, like I said, I don't blame
No, it
people
is.
for wanting to go out and get their own. But
I
that's why
tried to
we,
do my vegetable garden this year to save on produce, but with the heat, it's just like
yeah, she's talking about
nothing
doing that.
wants to grow right this year at
Yes,
all.
she's talking about doing that next year, and I think it's a great idea. Um, and she just likes projects like that, so that's definitely right up her alley. Um, so yeah, I think it's a cool idea. Some stuff that's coming out, and I got it. It's funny. I thought of you when I saw this headline because
Oh God,
I know how
makes me
we talk.
nervous.
And no, it's not bad. It's the upcoming She-Hulk series on
Oh,
Netflix,
I
and
just totally heard She-Hulk.
no She-Hulk. So I got my She-Hulk Funko Pop, courtesy of my good man Christian River. Who said, "Dude, buy She-Hulk stuff. She's gonna be huge when the series comes out." And the article says that the MCU calls She-Hulk their most horniest project yet. And I'm like,
After I
yeah,
said She-Hulk, it works
right.
out.
I'm like,
Or
yeah,
She-Hulk. Wow,
that's
that's hard.
2.0. That's 2.0 material, the most horniest project yet. And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna slap this on you right there, like kabam. She is smoking hot. That is the star of She-Hulk. You know, I forgot her name and I put it down in the notes and I still lost it.
Her hand looks like a porcelain hand, though.
Tatiana Maslany. I think the fan does look a little fake, but I think she is gorgeous. And
Oh, absolutely.
she was getting some flack. Oh, she's not like huge. She's not like a super bodybuilder. They're talking Hulk here, and she's like, well, dude, I'm gonna go out and play the role badass. Like, let me do it. But you could tell like it's got a little bit of everything. I don't care how green she is. That's sexy. I would get with that if she Hulk came to get me. But she looks great, and I'm excited for the show. And I'm calling it a horniest project. Like a lot of people are gung ho for She-Hulk.
How big do you think her boobs would be when she gets green?
Right? Don't
Because
make me angry.
just think about how big his pecs are. Like they,
Right, the Hulk like on TV was Lou Ferrigno. He had like these jugs. Almost like
I
put
know.
bra on,
That's why I'm
dude.
saying, like, imagine how big hers would be. Why am I thinking about cartoons boobs? Oh well,
telling you,
listen.
dude.
I used to drool over Jessica Rabbit. So
Dude, you are not telling me. And I sometimes I feel guilty. I'm past that guilty stage. I
see,
love the whole concept.
I've read something before. I don't know if they did it, and if they did it, I'm gonna cry. So now
Yep.
when the show's over, I'm gonna go and see if I can find it. But I heard that they were changing her outfit and the why?
Right.
Seriously? Like
Right.
it's even though she is sexy and she is a cartoon character, but like y'all can't tell she's a drooling, like come on
Right,
now.
it's a draw. They were talking about taking the slit out of the dress and making a full one piece and bringing up and
Yeah,
actually like as it just rests upon her boobs. We're talking about having like a full back come out,
right.
and I'm like, dude, it's a cartoon. Even though I'm
I know.
pervertedly
And
describing it to a T, it's still
I own it on VHS somewhere, but I have to get it on DVD just so I have it before they go and change it because I will be pissed. Like, no, you can't do that. They changed Minnie Mouse too. I forgot. I think they changed her from a dress to shorts or something like that.
yeah. Yep, they've been trying to change Betty Boop forever too. I don't know what happened there, and like it's cartoon.
Listen, there is nothing wrong with it. Leave it the hell alone. If you don't like it, change the channel.
I agree. You know how many celebrities and people I know have gone through the years and bought and wore the Jessica Rabbit
Oh, yeah.
costume. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah, absolutely.
It's iconic. Even the slit in the leg, like it's a leg.
I feel like no matter how they change it, even if it's still a dress, if they change it, she's just gonna look like a big boobed female version of Mario.
Maybe, maybe I don't see the need to change it. And I knew you were going there because I remember reading the story. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
please
no,
don't touch a legend.
it's insane. It's insane. Like there's absolutely no. I don't know what happened, but like everybody gets so offended over everything anymore. Like the only thing that you're gonna offend me over really is like if you go and like eat something delicious and you don't offer me any, then
Right,
I'm
that
highly offended. You know what I
I'm
mean?
offended by that.
Like I love food. That's why I'm still fat.
Yeah,
It's
stop.
cool though. It's cool.
Yeah,
I've
not
come to the realization that like I could be thin and hate everything that I eat, or I can still love food and just love my body. So that's kind of where I'm at
I like it. We love your body here on Nerd 2.0, so eat up. Do your
with
thing.
with my hidden PJ pants.
Yeah, I've got these ridiculous looking shorts on underneath my sepsis shirt. There's nights I've come down here in my underwear. I just never admitted it. Uh, so, there's nights I've wore stretch pants.
You have stretch pants?
So, funny story. JD Wolf, that's right, baby. So, my wife had a pair of stars and stripes, like red, white, and blue stretch pants. They were like workout
I'm
pants,
kind of
whatever.
nervous. Oh, I'm now definitely nervous.
So
Continue.
one year it was like a 4th of July show, or right before 4th of July. So I wore them. And it just so happened that one of the most beautiful women in the world I love, Sherry Nelson, who is a former Maxim model. She's been on our program. She does podcasting and TV hosting. And I lift my leg up to show these pants. And ever since then, she calls me Legs. She's like, you have the best legs on podcasts and webcasts. Your legs are sensational. Your legs are sexy. So when this incredibly gorgeous woman calls you Legs, yeah, there's no shame in that game, folks. I am proud of it because Sherry Nelson calls me Legs.
So speaking of legs, when are we doing this bikini contest? I'm not going to be in it. Jeffany can be, but I'll be a judge.
It's funny you mention that because my good friend Steve Giordano, he's got a little business complex up in Southampton. He's like, dude, I will like make a full stage type thing and make the room for you guys to do it live, like right here.
Yeah.
And almost faint in the process, but it's something I definitely want to do and make it like a Miss Yo show or Miss Yo kind of thing. And
Oh, that's so cool.
yeah, and I also brought the idea. I didn't mention it to Jewel yet, but I also want to do a thing where women send in tattoo photos and we vote on like the best tattoos because tattoos are huge and
Oh yeah.
women love showing the tattoos, and I don't mean like in a dirty way, but I always see these women hunting for like the Ink magazine, and they get these great tattoos every year for their contest, and people flood it. Why not try doing it here? Do stuff that the viewers can interact and people can interact and be seen. Like some people are like, oh, I have no idea how to get seen. Come on here, it's
Right.
easy.
Yeah. It really is, as long as you can deal with Jeff.
That's the hard part. That's the only hard part of this whole
That's
thing.
the hardest part. It's not about how you look, what you say, freezing in a moment, stuttering, anything like that. I've done that all. It's about having to deal with you. And I'm like,
that is the workout. I do agree with you there. And like I said last night when I told Jewel to lick it at the end of the show, and she's just like,
I gotta go and watch it because I gotta see the facial expression.
and
I can just see it in my own head.
she definitely curveballed herself just a little bit. Melissa says, "Thank you for representing sepsis tonight." Oh, Melissa, absolutely. I love the shirt. I've got the shot glass here. I've got the
That's
sepsis
empty.
shot glass. That's empty, I know, but I don't want to. I never want to drink out of it. It's sacred forever. And I got the sepsis keychain, which is neat because it's got a little scan code on it, so you can actually scan it. It takes you right to their website to buy
cool.
some of this terrific merchandise, like this great shirt. And JD, as you'll know, and I will continue to brag on it from here to the end of time. Classy, fun, kick-ass rock stars. They're true rock stars, and I love them all. I love the whole band, and it was just such a pleasure to meet them all and hang out with them and watch them perform and get live on stage with a band you admire. You see them on social media all the time, and again, just drooling over everything about them and loving them so much. And they get to meet them in front. And I'm going to admit, like, I was there at the brewery. I was sitting having some beers. This guy next to me was talking, and I kept seeing them all walk out. Like I saw Cam come out and Will, and I saw Melissa, and I'm like, I want to say hello, but I'm so nervous because, like, it's sepsis. Like, this is the band. Like, I don't feel like I'm worthy of walking over there. And after a while, I'm like, all right, Jeff, shut up. Just get over there, would you?
You nervous, shy?
Right? There's those moments. There's those moments.
Yeah, when you have to shit in a public restroom and there's somebody next to you, that's about it.
God almighty. Pretty honest, though. I mean, you're legit. Gotta tell you.
Listen, I don't know what it is, but like My stuff wants to move when I'm at work, but at least I'm getting paid for it. So
Hey, well, it's like the best spent time on the
yeah.
clock.
The downside though is like anybody can come in and just like listen, but it always smells like shit in that bathroom anyway, so it doesn't matter if I was in there or not.
Every bowel movement stinks. I got news for people who are like, "Oh, dude, blow it up." Everybody blows it
No,
up.
see, you know
There's
when
no
mine
subtlety.
didn't. You know when mine didn't stink.
You think your shit don't stink, don't you?
No, I know of a time though that it didn't.
When's that?
When I was sick as a dog and couldn't smell shit.
There you go. That was my mother's famous phrase. You think your shit don't stink. She used to always say that.
Yeah.
And now, of course, I do.
Yeah, my dad used to say that, and shit in one hand and wish in the other.
Question like, do you get nervous to meet a celebrity or band? And you know what's funny, JD, through the time I've met some celebrities on a certain level, and I've met athletes, etc. And I really was like, no, I'm not that nervous. Like, I'm going to go be cool about it. And I usually was. But for some reason, there was something about that night and that band, because you build kind of an online relationship where you're cool, and now you have to meet them, and you want to be the same. You don't want to be like some geek, like, oh, you guys rock. But, by the same token, you don't want to be like overly brash. Again, like, you're going to meet me. I know you're going to meet me. Like, I know we got this thing, so I'm here getting my meat on. So that didn't sound right at all.
Not at all.
Holy Jesus. See, it happens at the damnedest times. And apologies to Melissa and the whole band. I did not mean to get my meat on. Jesus Christ. I tell you, it's the awkward, weird moments when they come out wrong that make them the best. But, like, I get the feeling I'm not going to get this thought out anytime soon.
I'm sorry, that was good.
Oh, my God, it was good. But, oh, my God. But, I mean, like, it's different. Like, if and I'll use an example, like, let's say Bryce Harper for the Phillies. If I'm out to see Bryce Harper somewhere, I'll go up and say, hey, Bryce, like, I'm a fan. And he'll say thanks, or he'll say kiss my ass, whatever. And it's not a weird approach. But then again, like, I'll probably never see him again. Never talked to him before, so it's like a one-shot, here's this guy. It was a little different that night with Melissa, Will, and all them, because we've chatted here. We talked on the show, and we share social media thoughts, and I praise them to death. And you don't want to say, like, you don't say anything dumb like get my meat on. So, you do make sure you don't say anything dumb. There's nothing dumb I could say to them because they're freaking awesome. I love every aspect of them. But yeah, it's a little different, in my opinion. Make sense?
Yeah, I don't get nervous, so I'd walk up and be like, hey.
So, it's me. See this guy over here? He's trying to get his meat on.
Want to get a drink?
This guy's trying to get his meat on. Might want to step
Yeah,
back.
he's trying to get his meat on. You might want to keep that 6 foot radius.
That is the phrase of the night, I swear to God. But no, in the end, again, Sepsis well worth it. Like I said, classy and a great show. So yeah, I would love to do it again. Can't wait to see them again. And like I said, bands that come on our show, we're all about it.
I still think that we should do that bash and we can get the bands to play.
That would be something. That really would. That'd be super cool. And I'm all about that. I'm about anything to get out there and make it happen. And everybody says, once you host live, it's a whole different ball game than doing your show here. And I'm sure. And I'm reminded of, and I'll even throw his flyer out there and give him praise again. It's Comedy on the Crick, run by my good friend Andrew Duck. And Cassie and I have been to quite a few of these. I'm going to recommend it. The season's coming to a close soon.
Isn't that right off of Woodhaven or Woodburn?
Right. Yeah, it's at the Blue Monkey Catering is their current
where there's no crick at.
Right, exactly. But there used to be at the Crick, so they kept the name.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like,
I always wondered that because I remember you guys posting it. I was like, okay, let me check it out. And I'm like,
there's no Crick.
Okay, so now I know.
They go through that whole spiel before every show, but it's really great. And Andrew and his girl Jess do a terrific job of running it and promoting it. And he says, and we spoke to him about concert on the Crick or something of that nature, like bringing that to life. And he's like, I'll just tell you one thing. when you start hosting me, he said, there's a lot that goes into it, and you got to kind of know what you're doing and know how to host. He's like, I'll give you all the pointers because they do an amazing job, and it's an incredible show. Like I said, you got to get to it sometime. I know that I think the season's ending soon. The finals are coming up, I think, in October. But even next year, because I know it's coming back, you got to get yourself to a show. Come with us. We have a blast. It's BYOB. It's $45 a ticket, but you get dinner, a nice, like, gourmet catered dinner by Chef Clark
Nice.
over at Blue Monkey. You bring your own booze, and you get comedy. Like, you get 7, 8 comedians. And when I say like comedians, it's not like, oh, that guy was all right. Everybody has you like roaring laughing. Like, I
Really?
leave that place in tears. Hilarious. Cassie will tell you the comedians are phenomenal.
I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, we hit it around like concerts on the creek with the Yo Show, and it's all ideas. We're always out for something. Always out to just keep the name flowing.
Instagram today has been showing me a lot of fascinating things to try, and I'm just like, ooh, I like this. Ooh, I want to check that out. Except for one thing kind of upset me. It's this badass like infinity pool that's I think in the Comcast Center or something like that. But it's really high, so you get to overlook the whole city. Well, it's in a hotel, and it's like starts at $750 a night, and I'm like,
Wow.
yeah, as much as that view would be all right, because let's face it, it is Philly. Like, it's still beautiful, but it's Philly, and the infinity pool, like, for that much money, I'll go somewhere else that's got, white sand and beaches and clear water, versus an infinity pool in the sky, like in Philly.
Exactly. I mean, if you want to spend a night, there's one night worth of Yo Show salary. That's the kind of money we make around here. So, one appearance on the show, and you got your night booked.
All right. Well, then, in that case, half hour, I should get that deposit. Are you going to Zelle it? How are you going to?
I'm going to, what's that thing called? Cash App? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't do any of that. I've never
Thank
done any
God.
of that.
Your payment was sent. I don't know why.
Yeah, I've never done Cash App or what's the other one that they use? PayPal. I've never done any of that. I did Zelle because it's through the banks.
I got you. A little more secure.
Yeah, and I don't think you get fees with it. I don't know if you get fees with anything else, but
there's always a fee somewhere. They get you one way or the other.
I'm gonna get you.
The other one's Venmo. I'll Venmo you.
Venmo, yeah.
But a lot of like food trucks and all are doing Venmo. Like, you go get food trucks and they're like, hey, just Venmo this spot for the food, and you're like, wow, that's easy. Like, cash is becoming obsolete.
Don't say that. I don't want all this technology. Like, if technology fails, like at Bury the Hatchet, we used to have so many times where our credit card systems wouldn't work. And if cash is obsolete, then like, what are you going to do? Chop my wood for me? Like, I don't have dishes for you to wash. Like, no. Cash, no. It's not good for us to be obsolete with that.
I agree. I like cash. I don't want to hear that stuff because you just never know what kind of crypto can get hacked. One more thing real quick. I know we're both cutting it close here because we get up at the crack of dawn and we're both message each other how beat we are and how we're fading.
Even this morning we're both like, we're dying, we're exhausted. Like, every morning, I swear to God, I wake up and I lay there for a second going, do I really need this job?
I always say that. I'm like, do I really need
money? Of course I do, but like, you got to question it every morning. Like, how bad do I need this? Are my feet nice enough to put on OnlyFans? Like, God damn it, I gotta get up.
I'm getting ready to put my feet on OnlyFans.
Oh God, I hate feet. I like baby feet, like baby feet. I mean, before they start walking. Once they start walking, no, it's game over. But like,
I agree.
The little tiny baby feet are cute.
I do like little baby feet. Real quick, I got to share this because I'm so excited. I get more excited for this as it goes on. You start seeing the previews. Couldn't play the previews because it has music, so it get done away. It is the upcoming Netflix series Wednesday, and I love it because I love Jenny Ortega. Oh my God, Jenny Ortega as Wednesday Addams is sensational, And the clips are cool. She's pretty badass, man. That's coming to
I know, I wanna
Netflix.
see it.
The whole cast looks really cool. Catherine Zeta-Jones looks fucking gorgeous. Excuse me for the F-bomb, but Jenna Ortega to me like nails it. I think she's super cute and really has the Wednesday thing down pat. So it's something I'm looking forward to, and I definitely want to check that out. So we got Wednesday, we got She-Hulk, we got the Yo Show at Hollywood Gods and Monsters next Tuesday night. It's got so much great stuff going on. Next Wednesday night, I almost forgot to mention real quickly. We had a show scheduled. I actually had to cancel the show and push it back another week. My wife, Cassie, will be guest bartending at Gleason's Bar up here in Levittown. And it's something they've been doing where a lot of people have been guest bartending at Gleason's, and the money gets contributed to a fellow, I think lost all his stuff in a fire, I believe. So people have been guest bartending, collecting the tips, and been donating to this charity. My wife's like, yeah, I'm all about it. So that'll be next Wednesday. I'll remind you about it. Maybe come up and grab a drink with us. Come see us. And she's going to bring the show there. That's a little tough because there's going to be a lot of noise. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people.
Well, you know how it sounded at pool. And it's like,
Exactly.
well, the one time, like I said, we were okay because of where we were at. But my home table, it's just far too loud on that side.
The night you did bar tab trivia, the noise was like perfect. It wasn't too loud.
Well, that's what I
wasn't
said,
too
because
soft.
we
It
were
was-
on the
yeah.
other side, and it worked out really well. We got to do that again, though, bar tab trivia. That was good.
That was pretty cool. It was cool having people like, and you doing it live, and because you're like, yeah, come on this show, and they're like,
Like,
it
you're
breathed
cool with being online, right? Like, all right, we got a question for you if you get it right. I
did.
can't believe, what was that one question that we asked several people and nobody was getting it? And me and you were just like, how?
Was it the Eminem one? I forget. There was one, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah, no, I don't remember. I have the paper somewhere. I'll look because I kept it. But it was one question that we asked, and it was like, me and you were both like, how the hell are so many people not getting this right? And it was like one of the easiest questions, like, because remember we had different categories, like,
Yeah.
and it was one of those, and I'm just like, I don't know.
I told Jewel, and Jewel's like, if we go live, like, I feel funny walking the audience. I mean, don't worry, I got that covered. Anne's going to dive right into the crowd. The three of us will
Yeah,
do it. Anne's will
I
dive
got
right
that.
into the crowd. She got no
We
shame
got
in
we
her
got to
game.
get Steve back in on it. Steve had no problem going up to people being like, yo,
I know.
come over here.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Yeah, we like stuff like that. I think he's mad 'cause I never gave him a signed beer can, but I actually
He
still
is
have it.
mad.
I still have it sitting here. It's still here. He just wanted it autographed. I got it for him. It's still
I was
here.
about to say, I don't see no signature on it, so technically, how do we know it's that can?
It is that can. I've kept that can there in that spot, and my wife just said, clean up your mess. That can stays there. That's Steve's can forever. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Don't forget again, real quick, we'll run it down. Tuesday night on the Yo Show, Hollywood Gods and Monsters, a giant show, one of the best bands that we've had on here. It's going to be great. Stuff coming up on Tuesday nights on the Yo Show, 23rd, Hollywood Gods and Monsters. August 30th from WMMR right here in Philadelphia, DJ Sydney Taylor. She's freaking gorgeous. I love her. Can't wait to have her on. September 6th. Sharon Leah from Ladies Who Rock for a Cause. I'm going to run down that banner real quick and show you the lineup. September 13th, Savannah Lee, country singer. September 20th, rock star Sergio Michelle. September 27th, Ange. This is a hot-looking young man. He's a good-looking dude. He's a singer, dancer. Scott Gardner is going to be on the program. That's one for the ladies. But real quick, again, let me hit this for my good friend Sharon Lee of the Sharon Lee Band because I love her. Ladies Who Rock for a Cause. This will be the 5th annual one. This year, Saturday, October 8th at Constotters, right in Northeast Philadelphia. Great cause. It's for the females out there that need it. Sharon Leah is the host and creator. Sharon Leah Band will be there. Look at the names, Ains. Taylor Dane.
I know. We talked
Tiffany.
about this before because I
Yeah,
think that we were
it's
going to go to it.
Such a great lineup. Jennifer Page, Kick It Out, which is a tribute to Heart. All that and more. Ladies Who Rock for a Cause. It's coming up Saturday, October 8th. Get your tickets at Constotters, Academy Road, Northeast Philadelphia. Sharon will be on the program to talk about that in September. We're going to sell it, hype it, all that great stuff. October 4th, the return of the beautiful and talented Laura Cheadle will be back on our program. I think last time we had Laura on, it wasn't Jewel. I think it was actually, I forget who co-hosted. It wasn't you either. Jesus, I'm losing my track. And October 11th, the rescheduled date with a tremendous and beautiful actress, Caitlin Weiler. So much great stuff coming up. More Wednesday night stuff coming up as well as 2.0 brings you more magic. Angie's giving me the signal of, dude, I'm freaking beat. I get it. Let's set up the exit music. It is St. Ricketts, The Catalyst, www.stricketts.com. One of my absolute favorite songs ever. Massive thanks to tonight's guest, Alyxx. She was gorgeous and talented. Her stuff is still scrolling down the bottom. Find Alyxx at www.officialalyxx.com, Instagram at officialalyxx, and the brand new single we played here tonight, Serenity, on all your favorite downloading streams and on YouTube. Angela Marie Hughes, thank you for joining us this evening. It's always great having you come on. You're a blast. We always have a lot of fun doing it, and we'll do it again real soon. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. The Yo Show is back Tuesday, Yo 2.0 Wednesday nights. Thank everybody tuning in. St. Ricketts, get us the hell out of here.